season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season.
Shark Week! Oh, I still need to make a video about bull sharks for Shark Week, but anyway, it's TVB, and I just got back from seeing Space Jam: A New Legacy, the sequel to the I believe 90... It's been 25 years. The 1990s film Space Jam, which starred Michael B. Jordan. This film, the sequel, starred LeBron James as he and his son get sucked into this virtual world by this rogue AI played by Don Cheadle named Algorithm. And LeBron James gets sucked into a Toon world, and he meets Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Lola, all the Looney Tunes, and they assemble a basketball team to face Algorithm in a basketball game. Now, I've been waiting pretty anxiously for this film. I've been a huge Looney Tunes fan for as long as I can remember, ever since I was a kid, and Foghorn Leghorn was my favorite as a kid, and I had a Wingman t-shirt in high school. I have no idea what happened to it. It's nowhere to be seen, not here nor in my old house. If I did find it, I'd probably be too big for it now. But yeah, I've been a massive Looney Tunes fan, and I never saw, obviously I was too young to see it. I was born in '98, and that and Looney Tunes Back in Action were both before I was even born. It's I always wanted, when I was in middle school, I always imagined seeing a Looney Tunes movie on the big screen for myself, and this film gave me a chance to do that. And the trailers look really promising. You got references, and LeBron James, the cartoon character, and all these other characters from Warner Bros. Coming out. This is Ready Player One, but for Looney Tunes. It did, the geek in me was definitely satisfied to watch this film. This film is very reliant on, references. They even reference, certain memes made from Looney Tunes, made from Looney Tunes characters over the years, which I thought was great. And just the different, gags. And I honestly forgot, how many properties Warner Bros. Owned before, I saw it, before I saw the trailer. It's oh damn, they own Yogi Bear, they own Scooby-Doo, they own DC. There are whole parts of this movie that, have Looney Tunes in, the roles of DC superheroes, which was, I feel this film, I know a lot of people criticize New Legacy for being too reliant on references, and I get the criticisms, but for me, I was laughing. I had a good time watching that, and the animation and the special effects, the technical work was all very spot on. Everything's bright and colorful. The filmmakers did a really solid job of making sure the Looney Tunes looked realistic while still making them look cartoonish at the same time. And during the half point scene, like I said, this film has a lot of references. There's one scene in particular where I was oh my gosh, this is just way too brilliant. Again, it's a callback to the first film, and it just fits for this new decade. Though I will say my biggest issue with Space Jam: A New Legacy is the pacing. This movie is an hour and 55 minutes. It felt like 50 minutes, which it's a Looney Tunes movie, so I get it. The pacing is very zany and fast paced because that's just Looney Tunes being Looney Tunes. But at the same time, everything kind of moves at a beat that's way too quickly, and I feel we get to the basketball game way too soon, and there's some scenes that I really feel could have used more development. And I was here and I was tuned in, pun intended, mostly for the Looney Tunes scenes. There are scenes where Don Cheadle is with Dom, LeBron's son. I honestly found Don Cheadle playing Algorithm to be the weakest character in the movie. His eyes are always bugging out like this, and the way he carries them is oh yeah, I'm the villain who's been living purely in shadows. Now everyone will know my name. Cliche, but I've sort of seen a bunch of times. I just don't buy Don Cheadle, who plays War Machine in the MCU, as a villain. I really don't. Sorry, it's just not a good role for him, and he's not menacing, and the basketball team is menacing, but at the same time, so are those little aliens voiced by Danny DeVito in the original film. So it's this, and of course there's those characters make cameos as well, because plenty of characters make cameos in this movie. But there's this film kind of exists for the point of marketing, and it's very nostalgia driven, which is fine. I did enjoy that, but I feel that was the film's only purpose. And I know this film's not doing so well critically, and I know there's a lot of people who are like upset with this film. It's like, oh, they didn't use. It's another thing. They didn't use a Space Jam theme song, like at all. They used bits of it. They used it in a trailer, I know, but like they've used it sporadically. But it's like, dang, you could do that, or have the film take place in space. What is this? But I didn't go to this movie expecting like something grandiose. I wanted a Space Jam sequel, and I wanted what I was promised in the trailer, the references and like the callbacks, and that makes the scene, that makes the movie, worth watching, and it did succeed in that department. So all that being said, if you decide to see Space Jam: A New Legacy, whether in theaters or on HBO Max, don't expect much out of it. It's nothing. Like I said, it is very nostalgia driven, which I know is hit or miss for some people. For me, I say that was a hit, so I'm gonna give Space Jam: A New Legacy a 6 out of 10 stars. It's a passable film. So tell me, viewers, who is your favorite Looney Tunes character? I gave you mine. I say Speedy Gonzales is also one of my favorites. One thing that I don't understand is how this movie just completely left out Pepe Le Pew because his whole sense of humor is very just would not sit well in this Me Too generation, and I understand why it did it, but at the same time, Speedy's entire character is that he's a Mexican stereotype, so why is it that gets to fly by today's standards, but not Pepe Le Pew? I mean, I don't know, I'm not the producers, but yeah, whether it's Yosemite Sam, Grammy, Tweety Bird, Sylvester, Foghorn Leghorn, Gossamer, whoever your favorite Looney Tunes characters, let me know in the comments down below, or Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. Thanks again for requesting me to do that, to do those clips for the My Leg series. Got one of those videos coming soon. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic night. Stay beastly. That's all, folks. So I'm gonna die now.